Welcome back, and I hope you're watching all the episodes. I know it's a lot, and it's a lot about me, but we're gonna wrap this up, and then I want to get to you and some of the other things we're going to. I'm actually trying to line up interviews again and see if they work, but if they don't, you're my best interview because you can send me comments on Facebook. Look up Yvette Samuels, YvetteSamuels, and leave me comments, or on YouTube under Yvette Samuels. Okay, well, I want to give you signs that you're having congestive heart failure, or signs that will stop you from having congestive heart failure, because I know them. And it won't be the same for everybody, but if you see any of these signs, please get to a doctor as fast as you can, because they gave me the signs that I could have probably had prior to the rattling in my chest, and I could have saved myself so many problems. I would not have had to die. And one of the symptoms is, of course, the main symptom is if you have fluid in your ankles. If your ankles are a little swollen, it's a sign that your circulation is not working as well as it should be. Now, when your circulation is not working, your heart is not pumping the way it should to circulate. So that is a sign that you're having heart problems. If your circulation is not right, your heart is not circulating, your heart is not right. So you want to really pay attention. If you are having swollen ankles, it does not have to mean that you're having a heart problem, but if you notice it, you're going to at least get it checked out, and you can save yourself. They can listen to your lungs and say, yeah, you got some fluid in your lungs, and save yourself a lot of problems. Another symptom they told me was, if you're laying in bed, and I did not know this, if you're laying in bed and you're tossing and turning, it's not the pillow always. It's the fact that fluid is not being distributed through your body, and you cannot find a comfortable position because you may lay on your side and there's too much fluid there because it hasn't circulated through your body. You may lay on your back, and you can't lay on your back because the circulation is not right. So if you find yourself tossing and turning, and you think, oh, I don't have the right pillow, so you get another pillow, and it's not working for you, you know what? Tell them that the Queen said you need to get checked out. Go to your doctor and say, I saw this on the Queen A.K.A. Misty show, and you just want to be sure, because you can't figure out why you can't sleep at night. It could be the signs of oncoming congestive heart failure. Please pay attention to that sign. It's not just because you have the wrong partner in the bed, the wrong pillow in the bed, or he's too big and he's taking up all the space and I can't find the right position to sleep in. And yes, that could be that could be the issue. But it could also be that there's some fluid that's not being distributed around. You want to get your heart checked. You want to get your lungs checked to make sure they're clear, to make sure you don't have any fluid in them. And once the rattling starts in your chest, that's it. That means the fluid is too high. The time it took for me from hearing the rattling to the time that I died was so short. This stuff happened in seconds, and then minutes later I was gone. So I just want to pay it forward so you can understand how to help you the way Rosie O'Donnell helped me. And if I did not survive the heart attack, I wouldn't have survived any of this. That's the one event the first event that would have took me out of here, and all this other stuff would be not important because it wouldn't happen. I would have already been dead from the heart attack. So thank you, Rosie O'Donnell, for helping me recognize the signs of a heart attack and helping me get to the hospital. Even though the other episodes happened, the doctor said, the cardiologist said, my heart still survived the fact that when they resuscitated me, it started pumping strong because the way they put the stents in from the first heart attack, it was able to recuperate after the congestive heart failure. So, been through a lot, and I'm going to end my journey here. You can take off your seatbelts, and the next time we talk is going to be about something else. We have a New York Times party coming up on December 9th where they're going to have me as a heart attack survivor talk to people. And it's good. They said they wanted to have a person who actually survived the heart attack talk to people, because it's one thing to hear about people who had a heart attack and then hear from someone who had a heart attack and who's standing in front of you, who is enjoying their life. Of course I'm not where I want to be, but the fact is I can be, and that be is be alive. And I am grateful to God for allowing me to be here, for allowing me to be in front of you and tell you thank you everyone for going on this journey with me. And I hope I get a lot more VIP viewers. So to all the people who reached out to me on Facebook, and my Valley family, who I miss and love so much, I want to thank my brother Donald Williams. Look him up on Facebook, Donald Williams. My sister Venetia Samuels Wilson, gotta say her married name. My brother Leslie Samuels, and y'all know my brother A.K.A. Baby J from the Valley. You know him. And my brother Philip, who was in Atlanta. And I hope my nephew Akeem is watching. I hope all my nephews are watching. Les, the third, Christian, and all my other nieces and nephews who I don't want to say until I get permission to say. And they're family, but people are funny, so I want to make sure I talk to their parents about saying their name. I know it doesn't seem like it's a big thing, but it could be a big thing, so I don't know. So I'm not going to do it. But all my nieces and nephews, my nephew is on Facebook, Akeem Jones or Virginia Jones, and all my nephews on my heart. But I'm addicted to Akeem, and he is truly my heart. And Akeem, I hope you watch this, because I want you to know I love you. And like I said, he's on Facebook, Virginia Jones. He is Donald Williams' son, my brother Donald. That's his son. And we've become very close, and he is an extraordinary young man. Faults, and he's human just like everybody else. And I want to be there. I'm so grateful that I came back to be there for him. And to all my friends, Keita, who's here in Jersey, who's always looking out for me. The people on my job who I wasn't able to go further with. They've been checking on me, and they stuck with me, and they're still my friends. And to Paul and Raleigh and the rest of his family, Paul's wife Julie, they made this journey bearable, and they saved me from being in a shelter. They saved me. And God put these people in my life. Could you imagine if I didn't get evicted? I would have been home and died from that heart attack. But I was actually evicted to be here with this family. So thank you for listening. And I will see you for the next episode. So remember, if you need to say you love somebody, say it. Because tomorrow's not promised. And if you need to do something that you've been wanting to do not put it off. Because tomorrow's not promised. And I will see you for the next episode of the Queen A.K.A. Misty Show. Remember to treat people, to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Even if they treat you bad, you know how you would have wanted to be treated, so you just treat them that way. Because no matter what's going on, God is still there. God has not left your side. And as they're cursing you out, talk to God instead of them. You know, because God will handle it. God will handle it. So I will talk to you next time. Remember, your queen has spoken. I love you. Talk to you soon. Bye.